Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I am your host, Frank Sullivan. With me is my co-host, Frank Darling. Frank, how are you this fine morning?
Beautiful sunny day in Florida.
The sun is shining. The sun is shining. It's definitely a little chilly still.
Yeah, that's good,
though. Like I said, we'll see. Hopefully, by the time her party comes, it'll be a little bit warmer out.
Oh, I think it will. It'll be fine. It'll be nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be the end of April, so we'll
now, what are you having? A little petting zoo in that too?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have. I'm not sure what I think they do, like chickens, rabbits, maybe ducks. I'm not sure. Casey's been handling that.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of ones but again, that you want to spend a fortune.
Oh, I know.
This was one that was kind of reasonably priced.
Right, exactly.
And we've got pretty much all the final RSVPs, and I gotta order the food actually, so we're gonna get it catered.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now, how many kids will you have there? Would you say?
There's gonna be a good amount. I want to say 20.
Yeah. Really?
Probably.
Wow.
I know. We have my two nephews.
Right.
Between Casey's cousins, you add another two kids. And so I know maybe not quite that much, but then I know we have a few friends. Like one of our friends is coming. She's got 3 kids.
Okay, that's going to be fun.
Then. It'll be good. It'll be a good. It'll be a good time. And like I said, it'll be nice outside, and that way our house doesn't get destroyed. We were at the Toyota dealership yesterday. For 3 hours, we walked out with one. That's
a boy.
The lease was coming up for we had a rad for it.
Right.
So it was up in June, so we were coming down to the time of what do we want to do? Do we want to buy or lease? So we went to Toyota. This is in Milford, and walked out with a new 2024. I gotta remember what the hell it's called.
Is it Toyota? It's a Toyota, right?
It's a Toyota, a Grand Highlander.
Wow.
So it's a bigger car.
Yeah.
We figured with the new addition and maybe more on the way, it'd probably be a good idea to upgrade.
Good for you. That's great.
So we leased it.
Right. Yep, I understand.
It's a little bit cheaper.
It is. Yeah, it is. That's what I do most of the time. Yeah.
We had to put a decent amount down to get the payment.
I know.
It's
what color?
Quite an ordeal. Silver.
Nice.
It's nice though. I mean, it's really you're paying for a brand new car. It's got all the bells and whistles, right? So
yes.
It's nice. It gives you a whole like a 3D view, like an aerial shot of the car.
Oh, cool.
So when you're backing out, you can kind of see, and it's got the sensors, which is really what I wanted. It was really like when when you're parking and pulling in, you can kind of
I agree
do it
totally
safely.
With you. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. That's great. Hey, congratulations. That's good.
Thank you. Yeah. But that's what we did. That's what we did yesterday. How was your weekend? Good.
Good. Yeah, it's a good weekend. We're doing a lot. We're doing some stuff outside because it's been pretty nice out. So you try to get all your stuff done now until it turns into an oven here. So, but
that's very true. I can imagine
things like that. So, but yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice weather. It's been nice. It's been beautiful weather. So it's good.
That's good. Did you watch UConn this weekend?
I watched a little bit. Yeah, here and there. Yeah, the girls I felt bad for. They almost had that. They had the game. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that
lost by 2 points.
Yeah, call. It's hard. It sucks to say that one call.
I know.
Pretty much. You see it in football, but it shouldn't have came down to that. It's like
I agree with you.
You should have been better prepared, or whatever the case may be.
I know. I just hate to see that though. I hate in that year that not this year the Chiefs went, the year before they put he gets the penalty whatever roughing whatever.
Yeah.
And they got the ball on 2-yard line. I mean, game's over. I mean, I don't know. I just don't care for that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess it
know.
happens. What are you gonna do?
I think there's the buzz around that girl Kate and what's her face, Clark. So
yeah.
What can you do? But the men won, so
they did. Yes,
the men will push on, and we'll see. What's the? I'm not even sure who they playing. It's
playing Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah, they're tough. They were like number 2 in the country. Yeah.
And then the women, it's what, Iowa and North Carolina or South
Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina. So
yeah, that's gonna be a good game. South Carolina is real good. They haven't lost. They're undefeated this year.
Really?
So, haven't lost a game. So that should be interesting. But I'm happy for UConn. That's good.
That's good. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
But again, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Hardball.
Hardball, baby.
nice baseball movie. We'll get into it, but you're crying, right? Because I know I was.
Oh, in the end.
Yep.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Rough.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Go ahead, break it down for me.
All right. So the movie we watched was Hardball. It was released September 14th, 2001. Tough time for it to be released.
You want to know what's funny? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until I was doing the facts.
No, I didn't either. I just saw the date and I said, 3 days later. Yeah. The budget. I'm sorry. The opening weekend was $9.3 million. It grossed $44 million worldwide, and it had a budget of $32 million. Directed. I like the way he did this. Directed by Brian Robbins, producer of Varsity Blues, Summer Catch, Radio, Coach Carter, Ready to Rumble. All pretty good movies.
Yeah, well, like I said, a lot of the movies we've done or probably going to.
Yeah. Starring Keanu Reeves as Connor O'Neill, Diane Lane as Elizabeth Wilkes, John Hawkes as Tiki Tobin, Julian Griffin as Jefferson Albert Tibbs, Michael B. Jordan as Jamal, and Dwayne Warren as Jarius G. Baby Evans. And we'll get into more of those. There was other people in it. I just threw those in there. Simple synopsis. A gambling addict and ticket scalper living an aimless life reluctantly agrees to coach a Little League team from the Chicago Projects as part of a loan agreement. I guess you said it got a Razzie Award, huh? Nomination for Worst Actor?
Yeah, for Keanu Reeves. I didn't see anything else, but I thought that was kind of funny.
It is funny, though. Hey, God, it's better than getting nothing.
True.
The runtime was 1 hour and 46 minutes. Mm-hmm. You watched it on Freevee. I watched it on Tubi. It was free, so that was kind of good. Okay, let's get to the... I didn't see too much, but hopefully you can come up with something here.
Yeah,
Frank's 5 fun facts. Go ahead, Frank. Go for
it. So my fact number 1, before the film was released in 2001, posters and ads reflected the rating as a R rating before it was re-edited to dub over the kids using the F word. Despite quite a lot of profanity remaining, the film was released with PG-13 rating.
Yeah,
the kids were
Yeah, during the movie, I know I was a little surprised some of the stuff that came out of that, but whatever. Whatever.
That's how it is, man.
That's
Doesn't
how
matter
it is.
what kind of kids you are.
You're right.
Kids learn quick.
They do. They really do. Yeah.
Fact number 2, this was based on the book Hardball: A Season in the Projects.
Yeah.
Journalist David Coyle delivers the moving, inspirational story of a season in the life of a Little League baseball team in Chicago's notorious Cabrini Green housing projects. Coyle takes us inside the lives of these young players and captures the harsh reality of their environment.
Yes.
So that's a good...
It is. That's a good... Yes.
Yeah. I bet you this book's probably really good.
Yeah, it's probably better than the movie. I think... No, I didn't mean it that way, but I think the book would have been a good read.
Well, because I think like I said, I think what he does is he'll give, like... It probably gives you a little bit more between G Baby and then Jefferson, so it probably gives them their first point of view.
Exactly, right. That makes a lot of sense, yep.
Fact number 3, Hardball debuted in theaters only 3 days after the 9/11 attacks, while the soundtrack for the movie was released the same day as the attack on September 11th, which is kind of weird that they released the soundtrack first.
Yes, I agree with you. You're right. Yeah.
But I'll say it now before we get into it. This movie would have did better if it was released earlier or later.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Because we've seen it before with Boondock Saints and now thinking about it too. Actually, we should go back and look at all the movies that came out around that time.
That's a good point. You're right. Yeah,
because you got to realize too, people were afraid to go places. I mean, you were. Yeah. I mean, I was a little kid, but the impact 7/11, the impact 9/11 had on everyone's lives. We don't realize it. You know.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, I agree with you totally. That's a good point. You're right. Yeah, if that comes out a year later or a year after, it probably makes 80 million. Who the hell knows?
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it tough. Yeah.
I would even say, even if they released it like either in March or opening day, or even in October, or the playoffs.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe they should have pushed it, but
I know. I was wondering how that works. I don't know how that works.
Because it came out 3 days after.
I know. So couldn't they hold it back? I don't know.
I think you could. Yeah.
I
don't know. You're talking. This is 20 years ago, so
it could be contractual or something. You know. Yeah. No. You said you're going to bring it out. You're going to whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how it works that way, but yeah.
Fact number 4: the professional baseball game Connor Takes the Kids to was filmed at the now demolished Tiger Stadium in Detroit. You can tell by the unmistakable Old English D on the seats. The scenes predicting Project Life were filmed at. I'm sorry. The scenes that were in the Project Life. This is where the field was.
Right.
Were filmed at the Chicago ALBA public housing development that comprised 4 separate housing projects on the near west side of Chicago. And
is that where that was? Huh?
Yeah, the baseball field was right there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
cool.
That's just a little location breakdown. Have you been to that Detroit stadium?
Yes, I have actually.
Really?
I didn't want to get into it because you're still doing your. Let me just do it real quick.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah.
I went there. I went there for work. Believe it or not, not work, but me and my boss went to Detroit for work. Okay. Gotcha. And he said, "Do you want to go to Tiger games?" So we went.
Yeah.
You go to a day game there. That neighborhood is very bad.
Really?
It's very bad, yeah.
Is it in the city?
Yeah, it's kind of like in the city, but it's off the city a little bit. It's real bad. It's gone now. Really? But so we make a long story short. The guy said to the guy, "Where should I park?" "Park inside the stadium," he said. So to make long story short, we parked there. We sat in like the third row. I don't know who they were playing, actually. I think they're playing the Yankees or somebody. But there's nobody there. It was a ghost town because it was during the day. They stunk at that time. Yeah. And that's an eerie place because you got to remember, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, they all played in that stadium. But it was cool. But that's gone now. But that was a good experience for us, yeah.
And you probably haven't been to the new one, have you? Or no?
No. And you've been to Fenway, right?
Yeah.
You go through the tunnels, it's all that brick and stuff?
Yeah.
That's the same way it was in those tunnels.
It's an old school feel to it, yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was there. Very good. That's a shot in the dark, that one, but I was there, yeah. That was cool.
And my last fact is all of the league's team names are taken from tribes from Africa. In Africa, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Kambas, I guess what the Kukumbas are concentrated in the lowlands of southeast Kenya, from the vicinity of Mount Kenya to the coast. So that's kind of where the Kukumbas. That's the origin.
So that's where they got the name from.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, those are excellent. Those are excellent. I like that last story. That's a good story, though.
I had to dig a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird. I don't know why they selected. Why they put all African. Why did they take all African names from for the teams? Is it because they're all black kids? I guess.
I would say. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know this was based on a true story.
Neither did I.
Does it say it in the beginning? I don't think it does.
No, it says, which I don't know why. They should give the author, I guess, a little bit of of credit. But no, it did. It said it in IMDb. It said.
It did. Yeah, it is.
Based on story.
Of course, it's probably embellished a little bit, and some of it's not too. You know what I'm saying? You can't make it perfect, of course, but But yeah, I was. I didn't know that, so I learned something.
Yep.
All
right. So, what do you want? We have to break down the cast first.
Yeah, let's break down the cast.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves. I love him. He's a great actor, and I really do. He's good. He's a cool guy too.
From what I hear, yeah, he's definitely a cool guy. I haven't really seen him in too much, to be honest with you. I haven't seen any of the John Wicks. I'm gonna get a little shit for that. I haven't seen any of them.
You'd enjoy it, Frank. They're awesome.
I know, I would, yeah.
Of course, he was in Speed. That was one of his way back. Yeah.
Let me tell you, for him being nominated for a Razzie, I think he played this well. I mean, he plays.
I agree.
He plays I don't say a junkie, but he plays an addict.
He does.
He's a gambling addict. He was awesome. I mean, you see him in some of the scenes. He's all over the place because he's like. It's that addiction.
Yes, I agree totally with you. I agree. I thought he played a great part.
It reminded me a lot of we did. I don't know if we did Uncut Gems together. I might have.
No, we didn't. I saw it though.
You see, but that's what it reminded me of. It's like he's
agree.
Feeding the gamble.
I agree. That was the movie where Adam Sandler screamed the whole movie, but that was a good movie though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Same thing. Basically, same thing. Mm-hmm. Outcome was a little different, but a
little bit different. Yeah.
But yeah, you did that. You must have did that with. That
was Steve, early. Right? I think we did that early in.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then can you get more classy than Diane Lane?
Nah, you can't.
Beautiful actress, man.
Oh, she is. I wish I was going out with her.
Plug your ears, Linda.
Oh,
and Casey.
Boy.
But no, she's just like I haven't seen her in a movie in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think she's done much.
No, really not. She did Secretariat. I mean, that wasn't that long ago, but it was.
I mean, I guess she's done a few things here and there.
Yeah.
But just beautiful. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And how young she was too.
Well, let's be honest though. You've always talked like this. You always say, "Did you really need her in that part?" Though, I mean, really. I mean,
no, you
didn't. I'm just saying, you could have had anybody play that part. Somebody you might know that's a B actor or something. I'm just saying. It was nice that she played the part, but I think you could have probably got somebody else. I don't think it would have mattered.
No, you could have picked anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know what we have. Did you have the budget?
Yes, the budget was $32 million.
So, I mean, yeah.
It had to go to them too. Had to.
Probably. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of them anyways, yeah. But yeah, she's good. I like her.
Yeah, she was very, very good. And then I mean his other friend, I guess
John Hawkes.
John Hawkes. He's been in a few things here and there.
Yeah, Tiki Tobin. He was good.
Yeah, he plays a good little weaseball.
Exactly, weaseball, like a little weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you had, let's go to Julian Griffin as Jefferson, the big kid.
the kids. Yep,
the heavyset kid. He played a good part. Michael B. Jordan. He was kind of quiet in that because he wasn't like the main person in that by any means.
No, I think this was one of his. It said it debuting him.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
But he had a small role, definitely.
Yes. And then I love Jarius, Dwayne Warren as Jarius G. Baby Evans. I
think he stopped acting after that.
Yes, he did.
Or a little.
Very
I don't
good.
know if he's done much.
He did. A lot of these people did. Some of them do some stuff, but
yeah.
But they didn't get. Let's put it this way: they did make something out of being in this movie. They're not hoods. These people. So that happens sometimes. A kid actress, that happens to anybody. Never mind. Yeah. But yeah, so most of them turned out pretty good and did pretty well, and so. No, not everybody's an actor. I mean, not everybody.
You're right.
Make from a kid, it's hard when you're.
I agree. I think G Baby. Yeah. I think for the kids, he steals the movie,
doesn't he? He's a cute little kid. He really is. Who else did they have here? Andre Ray Peets, Miles Penfield II.
Yeah,
Jefferson
they're all
Albert Tibbs, Kofi.
Yep.
Raymond, Ray Bennell, Clarence, and Jamal. So
did you notice the DB Sweeney?
Yeah.
Was in the Cutting Edge. I was like, who is this guy? And my mother-in-law was like, he's from Cutting Edge. I was like, son of a
DB Sweeney.
Unbelievable.
He's in a lot of stuff. If you really he digs. He's a B actor. He's like what would you call it? what do you call it, actor?
Yeah, like a B actor, character actor kind of. Yeah,
a character actor, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what else we got here.
So I was going to say, when was the last time you've seen this movie? Has it been a while?
Oh yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
I was going to say same thing for me. There was a lot of scenes I didn't even remember.
No, I've seen this movie probably when not maybe it got released, but I probably saw it later because I like Keanu Reeves. So if I see a Keanu Reeves movie, a lot of times I'll turn it on. He was in The Replacements. We did. He's the quarterback in it. Me and you, The Replacements.
Yes.
He's the quarterback. Yeah, we did that one. Yeah.
I'm thinking. Keanu Reeves. Yep.
I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he's a good athlete. He's a very good athlete, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
got to be in shape. And again, this guy. We'll talk about the ratings later on.
Yeah.
But this, like I said, this did not do as well as I think it should have. The director, when I was looking some of his stuff up,
I know
he's done a ton of done a lot of kids stuff. A lot of like with again, we saw Coach Carter. I'm just briefly looking at
That's
his
an excellent
IMDb.
movie, Coach Carter.
He's done a lot of Nickelodeon.
Oh,
stuff.
Has he? Oh, okay.
Yep, he's done a ton of stuff with all that. I mean,
oh wow.
He's worked with kids a lot, or I guess, or young adults. I guess if you want to call it.
Did you say all that? You said.
Yeah, all that.
Well,
yep.
There's somebody in here, I think, in this movie. I don't know who it is, but they were in all that for a whole. I don't know how long it lasted. It was on TV forever, and he was in it. One of these people. I don't know which one it is. It's not Michael B. Jordan or nothing.
No.
It's one of them, though. One of them was in it, because he was about the only one I said, oh, wow, at least he got somewhere. So
really?
He was in it, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's... again, this movie was good. I mean, the baseball stuff, obviously, the action with the baseball stuff was good. I mean, again, these are pee-wee kids.
They are.
So you're not going to get, it's not going to be a crazy movie like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a baseball, a big baseball movie, but the action was good.
Yeah, the action was good. Yeah. It shows you the fields and the uniforms and all. Well, not the other uniforms on the other team, but the uniforms they had, how poor everything was. That the fields were just a big sand pit. That's all they were, basically. It was horrible, and that's reality. That's a tough life, man. How about when he goes into the house? He goes in, Keanu Reeves, and sees them all on the floor. Never thought of that.
What's funny is I don't remember that scene. Number one, and it's just he was because they're worried for stray bullets. But again,
imagine that.
Yeah,
imagine that.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, I did a real quick story. This has nothing. That kind of does.
Uh-huh.
My sister-in-law, Nancy, that was married to my brother, she's 70-something.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in West Haven, right down near where Chicks was, Chicks and Stowe's. Not the other day, but about a month and a half ago, they had a, war out there. Some kind of crazy things. And 2 of the bullets came right through the house. She's not in a real bad neighborhood by any means. You know where that is down there, down in the
yeah.
And luckily, they missed her. 2 bullets went right through the house. Would have killed her. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen,
That's really what this movie, I think, is centered around.
Yes.
Again, the kids. And I think that's where the book was going. It's centered around the kids and the awful upbringing these kids have. Is this baseball is an out for them.
Definitely.
Keep them off the streets. And you see that happen with Michael B. Jordan and his character.
Yes.
He gets kicked off the team and he ends up in the gang.
Yeah. You're exactly right. Yeah. And they didn't even want to go home.
No, I know you're right. It was that's
they lived there.
You're right. And they couldn't play past a certain time because
I know.
I don't blame them too. This was scary, and like I said, that's an all night thing with it because the guys are just out there drinking, doing God knows what, and they said, and you have to walk past them. There's no getting around it.
And the weird thing is, and I'm not being racist about this, but it's I would never think it that way, okay? Because I'm going to think it. They're black.
Yeah.
and they're scared. And they're black.
No, you're right.
They're black there. And I'm always like, what's he afraid of? They're black. But they're you don't know. It doesn't
matter.
That low. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's weird. I never understand it that way. I know blacks kill blacks, whites kill whites. I get that. But I in that thing there, I'm saying, what are they afraid of? Don't they know everybody there? I mean,
well, no, you're right.
Saying.
You're right. They probably do know most of the people there. But it comes down to the same thing as, take it from me being a white person.
Right.
I would be. Would I feel more comfortable walking into a white project? Sure, right. I would, rather than walking into a black or Hispanic or whatever. It's just there's definitely it's unsettling.
What are you gonna get from a 9-year-old? I mean,
not much,
man.
They probably don't have much money. I know. That's also too. Like, I think they were in 6th grade or 5th or 6th grade. I think it said 6th grade on the thing.
I think so. Yeah.
That like 6th grade between 6th and 7th is like the cusp of like.
I agree with you.
Because then you start hanging. I know a lot of places like
right.
In 7th grade is when the 7th, 8th. That's when you start.
Right. You're right.
When I'll say this now, and I have no shame in saying it. The first time I smoked weed, was in 7th grade.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know.
And it was with other, What
were you, like 12, 13, something like that?
Something, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that was the first time I tried it, and
yeah. Robert too. When Robert was that age, he changed. He did. Yeah, he changed because of course he hung out with some kids that were a little shady. So,
so did I. So did I. But again,
it's normal.
Yeah. It the changeover is really fast, and then eventually, hopefully you wise up, and there. I remember it was one of the kids. He's no longer alive anymore for whatever reason.
Oh wow.
This was also high school. He just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
And we just stopped hanging out with him because he was just like this. I was like, I'm not hanging around him anymore.
Right. Yeah. Well, you did the smart thing. That's the thing. You got to be smart, man. Eventually, you got to grow up and be smart, and you'll be dead. It's pretty simple.
Or in prison.
Or in prison, yeah. So
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's a good scenario. You're right. So they were like in between. I mean, I don't know if Jarius was very young, the little kid, but besides that, most of them were. But he was still within legal age, I think, of playing. He could play because that's the way the ages work there. Yeah,
I know, and we'll now we're going to get into the politics of leagues, and you know all about it. I was the kid's off by what? Both of them were off by like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because you had Michael B. Jordan was like 2 weeks older.
2 weeks older, right?
And then the other kid was like 2 weeks younger.
Right, very good.
And that's my thing is like, what's around these kids. They're looking for, the parents want to give them an out. They want to help them out. Yep. And it's like, just let the kid play. I mean, I can understand if he was like a year older.
Oh yeah.
And it's a big difference, but like a few weeks, come on. And in fact, like, you've been through rec leagues. Yep. Usually the president of the league gets all that information.
They do. Yeah. They are very strict, though. It is very strict. I have to.
I understand 100%. Yeah,
it is. But but how about when they seen who was going to bat? Remember? Oh, he ain't. Then he says, "Oh yeah, he's good."
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, because he's like
he's little.
Yeah, he's small.
Oh, that's the way it is, though, man. It's crazy.
I don't know if I was talking with you or Steve about this. We had. You've done most of the editing of my home movies. You've seen the kid, my friend Hi Jackson.
Yeah. Yep.
He moved to Connecticut from Texas, right? Okay. And Texas is a big football sport.
Oh, yeah.
He moved right up the street from me. He ate, slept, and drank basketball. He played high school. He played some college.
Yep.
My dad was the coach of the rec league.
Right.
I was on.
I remember that. Yep.
Nobody knew who he was. So he was our inside guy. So my dad picked him first.
Oh, I see.
So they were like, who's this kid? He's kind of like the ringer. No one knew how good he was.
That's pretty funny.
The very next year, he's on the president's team. The guy of the president of the league.
Oh man. What a wheeling and dealing that is.
That's what it is. It's the The president got all the good players, you know what I mean. Somehow we ended up managing, but
hey, win. That's all they care about.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Yeah. Let me see what we got here now. The gambling thing. Let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get into that.
You got to be careful with that stuff. That's a dangerous gamble. What he was doing. He's betting money he didn't have, and that's what they'll do.
That's what they do. Eat Uncut Gems is they don't ever have any money.
No,
it's they gamble it, and then as soon as they win, it's like it's a revolving door because he already owes money anyways. And you see his other guy, he's like, yeah, we're going to put the whole 12 on the whole or the whole 12 grand on something else, and like, okay, first of all, I'm like, it's my 12 grand number one because they're coming after Keanu Reeves, not him.
Yeah. And that's real, though. That's not fake. That's real.
Oh, 100%.
I can imagine how many people die every day because they didn't pay their debts or they're cripples or whatever. You probably don't see any of that stuff. You don't think about it, but it happens every day. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are really sick with their gambling.
He owed 2 bookies.
Yeah.
The barber, which is
the barber. I like that. I like the barber.
And then, do you see the guy he goes to get a new bet who didn't know how many people he owed? He takes him to this alley, and he meets,
yes.
Do you recognize? I don't know. Have you ever seen Breaking Bad? You haven't.
I've just seen that when they show scenes.
Yeah, he's the Spanish dude. He was in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He's like the main guy. He's one of the guys.
I know who he is, though.
Yeah, you'll recognize him. He's been in a ton of stuff.
But he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Yeah.
He imagines putting 12 grand on a team.
Yeah, but it's like your life you're betting.
Yeah.
Remember they're watching the game and he thinks he lost,
and
I'm dead, and you are. You must just go like this. Your body must just shut down. You're dead. You're pretty much dead. You're going to get beat up to no end, and then they won the game, and then you're great again.
And you know what? I called this right away because I said I've done this. I've done the sports betting. I've seen it, and he asked out Diane Lane on a date.
Yes,
and he asked him to. I forget what the hell the place was called. I was telling Casey, I was like, it's a sports bar, right? Because he's there, he wants to watch the game.
Oh,
he don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted to take her out on a date, but again, that's the addiction. The addiction had the hold on him. Where
exactly.
She's like, he's not. I was like, she's not going to a restaurant. They're going to a sports bar. He's going to watch the game, and you see what a different person he is.
Yeah,
when he's gambling and when he's not, because she's like, I don't know why he even came here because he's getting. You see him and he's all over the place. He's got the jitters because the game's on.
Like he's a drug addict, basically, but a gambling.
That's basically what he is. You're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gambling's a very when you're doing it, like you and me, we'll do it for fun and here and there. I do, but I'm not betting 12 grand on nothing. That's for sure.
Well, because you can basically, at least with drugs, at least. You do the drugs, you pass out, that's it. Maybe you die, I don't know, maybe you overdose or whatever.
Right.
This is like you just keep going and going and going.
Oh, I know.
And now places off. You see the line of credit he was getting.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now you go to the casinos once in a while, okay, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You ever go to if you ever look into the high stakes, the money they bet. Most of them are Asian.
Yeah.
They're betting $10,000 a hand or whatever to bet. And I always said to my wife, and I know this sounds stupid, but if I had $10,000 to throw away on every hand, I wouldn't be at the casino. I have enough money. But these people never do. They never have enough, these people.
No,
it's
I know.
Crazy.
$10,000,
I'll take it.
We've been actually watching Friday nights. They have the World Poker World Poker
that's
Tour.
It's crazy.
And we've been liking watching it because it's fun and it's interesting, and it's amazing how much they do. They pay out some of these, but you got to make it to the final table. But at the same time, I'm like, you look at the pay just to get in the tournament, it's like $5 grand.
What is it?
It's $5 grand, just $5 grand, just to get in the tournament, and you got to hope you got a place just to get your money back. But again, this is like. They're in tournament after tournament after tournament.
Oh yeah, but these are. Yeah, but I look at that differently. That's a professional player that plays. That he's not in there to just throw his money away. He's in
correct.
There, He's going to beat you one night. You're going to beat him one night.
Yeah.
But he's still. Those are people. They make a living on that, which is crazy. But they're good at it. Real good. It's like anything else. But yeah. It's that's that's a little different than all that other stuff people betting. I mean, you're betting on the Miami Heat to win a game or the Knicks or something. I mean, it's out of your hands. At least with poker, it's in your hands to some extent. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This movie has some good songs in it too. I don't know if you they had the Strike One song.
Yes, there's a couple other songs that I remember in other movies that I like that are in this movie, sports movies. Actually, Remember the Titan. I think there's one of the songs in this that's from that. Not from it, but same song. Yeah, there was some good music in this. It really was.
I wonder how much they had to pay for the Big Papa rights, because I was looking at it. He got killed, I think, 3 or 4 years before this. Notorious B.I.G.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just I'd be wondering. I was interested to see how much they paid, because this song is the whole song. You know what I mean?
Yes. Right. That's the one. Is that the one he's listening to?
Yes. Mm-hmm. In the headphones.
Yeah. I was going to talk about that too. That's can't wear headphones on the field.
No, you're absolutely right. I think
that was a little far fetched there. I don't know why they even threw that into the mix there.
But again, no one had an issue with it. It had to be the guy and the president had to come out and say it's a safety issue, which rightly so it is.
Because he's striking everybody out. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to get beat. Yeah.
And the final song at the end, we're talking about R. Kelly.
Yes.
He sings "The Storm Is Over." Great voice, man. Say what you want about him, whether he's, because I know he got arrested for, being a pedophile or whatever, but he has a hell of a voice. No, you can't say anything against that.
Now, the funny thing is, I'm not a big rap person, but they had on the WWE last night, they had the WrestleMania, the first one.
WrestleMania,
and they had Lil Wayne on there, right? Now,
okay.
If you ever look at Lil Wayne, he got the grill. He looks like a nobody. He's 41 years old, right? This poor kid, he was born to a 19-year-old mother. His father basically booked, and his mother kind of booked, and he went to school, a secondary school. He got honors. He dropped out when he was 14, went to music, and he made his life. And there you go. Wasn't in a gang. He didn't go to jail, and he's a superstar now. But there's a perfect example of somebody that could make something out of themselves. It don't matter what color you are, and he did. He did. So,
well, he had music. Music was his outlet, just like baseball and music. He actually made he's a huge Green Bay Packer fan.
Is he really?
He actually made a rap song about Green Bay. You should Google it. It's interesting. I remember it when he put out. It was when they won the Super Bowl. It was good.
He's a weird looking thing, but
he's 4'2" or whatever.
Yes, yeah, he's 41 now. He's no youngster no more. Well, he's not old, but
I thought he was older than that, but
he's 41.
It's funny.
But that was pretty interesting, I thought. But you're right, getting into that, yeah. Let's see what we got here now. I forgot about that. He was in Constantine. Keanu Reeves. John Hawkes is in the Marvel's Wastelanders. Doom. Diane Lane was in Batman vs Superman. I forgot she was in there. Oh, that's right. She's Superman's mom. I forgot about that.
Yep.
And Dawn of Justice, she was in, and then Michael B. Jordan. He's in the Black Panther. I didn't know that.
Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, you did. You've seen Black Panther, haven't you?
No, never saw it. I know Black Panther, the character from the other Avengers.
Yeah.
No, I gotta see that movie. I've never seen it.
You have to. That's a great movie. Yeah. I'm really surprised you haven't seen it. Yeah, he plays the villain.
I've seen all the Marvel, but
that's a very good movie. You should watch that. It's an awesome movie. Visual effects great.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I like the guy that plays it. He's dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
he passed away.
Yeah, he did pass away.
That's a shame.
Cancer.
That's a
he was
real
young
shame.
too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I put down a few things here. I just said the scene and the projects were reality, which is people don't realize that sometimes. The kids on the team were afraid to go back to their own neighborhood. The movie really showed inner city baseball was really like.
Yeah.
And I put gambling is a dangerous sport when betting big money you don't have. So, but like I said, Oh, the ending was hard to watch, but very real.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about say what else you got to say, and then we'll talk about the ending.
Oh, I did like the one scene where the coach jams all the kids in the car.
No, yeah, he takes them to. Yeah, I know, he takes them home.
They were afraid.
I don't know if you could fit everyone in that station wagon. I know it's a big station wagon. I know the kids are small, but still.
But I thought that was. Remember, they were afraid.
Yeah,
they were afraid because they didn't want to go home by themselves. Yeah, I understand it more.
And most likely they're probably going home to an empty house because the mother either there's one parent or they're working two, 3 jobs. You never know.
Yeah. I don't know. To make one point about that, we used to live in North Haven near the movie theater. Do you remember that when you were little?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Across the water, across the highway. Yep. Well, across the other way, before you go there's projects there.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old. I used to go see my grandmother there in the projects. Okay.
Yeah.
And I used to play with black kids, Spanish kids. I played with all of them. I never had no problem. Different time though. Different time back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Times change. Yeah, I know.
All right, go ahead. What were we going to say?
No, we'll talk about the ending.
Yes, good.
Like I said, I know it brought me and everyone in my house to tears.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I loved how he did it, how he showed you him going up at bat.
That's what I was going to ask you about. That was done well.
And they cut, and you see later, eventually, he gets shot by, a stray bullet, which is awful. And then they do the whole funeral, the little casket. I was like, oh
that was brutal. That was brutal. Well, when I was watching it,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I forgot that scene because it goes to show him get up at bat, and then I seen it skip a little bit. It looked like a skip, and I said, "Oh man, what they do? Cut that part out?"
I know. No, they got to show you it.
Then they show you what? Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, no, I said the whole ending just brought me to tears. It's just like how he does the eulogy of him.
Oh, it was
and
awesome.
You see him; he's just rejoicing in the air because he won the game for him.
Yeah, he did, and he learned a lot about himself. Keanu Reeves doing that. I think he learned a lot from that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You see, he's actually got the actual real suit on.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's wearing the kid. The kid makes a joke. He's like, why don't you invite the bottom of your pants to party with your shoes or something like that?
I remember that.
I started cracking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the ending was great.
Yeah, it was very well done. He did a nice job from the book. I don't know if that part. I think that was just put in the movie to make it like that. I don't think in real life. I don't know. Do you know that for a fact? I don't think real life kid got killed. Did he?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I would think so. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that's like the heart. That's the whole heart of the movie.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Like you said, if you read the book, maybe you'd see it more than see it in there more. Mm-hmm. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
I did too. All right, well, let's get into the reviews then. Okay. I said IMDb gave this like a 6 something.
6.4.
6.4. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go. See what you got.
All right. Again, I love this movie. I thought this was a great movie. I haven't seen it in a while, so I was kind of happy to see it. Obviously, like I said, the action, was on par for what it was.
I agree totally. Yep.
It wasn't like I'm trying to look at one of the other. It wasn't like what are the other ones? Baseball movies, like League of Their Own, where there was a ton of action.
Right.
So that was pretty good. It's the story. I think I'm going to give this. It was a little long. I mean, it could have been. They could have cut a few scenes out.
Yeah, they probably could have. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 7.5. I'm gonna go there.
All right, that's fair enough.
I think I would if I'm flipping on the TV. I think I would put it on.
Oh yeah, and watch it. Good. I just want to ask you one question. Did you guys do Major League yet?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I thought you did. Okay, just wondering. That's all. Linda asked me that today. Mm-hmm. There's one to put on your book. I got to put it on your thing there.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood's still alive, so it's an excellent movie. It's called Trouble with the Curve.
Okay.
It's
I put like 2 more on the other day. I put like 8 Men Out that we don't have, and then there's the Scout.
That's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, there's still a ton of movies we haven't done yet. So
no, I know. I just figured I'd throw that out there. Okay, so you get a 7.5. Yeah, it was good. Keanu Reeves did a nice job in there. I don't know how he got a Razzie, but whatever. He did a really good job. Not an easy job of doing that kind of a movie either. So
no,
I thought he did. He didn't have much to work with. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
I thought he did well. Diane Lane, she's always good at what she does. John Hawkes played a good, nutty guy. And the kids were perfect in it. Kids played a great part for young kids.
Well, and I think the director working with kids a lot, he selected them.
Yeah. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with a 7.5. I thought it deserved that. I wouldn't give it an 8, but I give it a 7.5. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I agree totally with you. Yeah, that was good. That was a good pick. That was nice.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to put the poll up later on, because we're coming kind of to the end of the lineup, and then we're going to eventually get into like football and whatever the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else you want to talk before we head out?
No, that's it. But remember, you got a long summer, so you gotta throw some more baseball movies in there, because it's baseball season coming up.
Oh yeah.
After the playoffs are all done, for hockey and basketball and stuff. There's plenty of baseball movies.
You're right. For baseball, and again, we try to switch it up. For baseball, I got two. I won't reveal them yet. I'll let people tune in, but we got two comedies coming up, and then down the line we'll do 2 serious ones. So
beautiful, sounds good.
And then I think we're going to do our summer movies in July. That'll be our big blockbuster movies. We'll change it up and we'll do some of those. Yeah,
I got an idea of a couple. Hey, did you? So do you have 2? No, do you have 2 coming up that we're going to vote on or no?
Yeah, so I got. There's ones that we kind of touched on already, but I got like a Lords of Dogtown, which is they're like a skate. It's going to be like a skateboarding / rollerblading one. There's going to be 2 movies like that, and then we're going to do a basketball movie.
Okay.
And then it kind of starts the rotation again, and we'll get into football and then baseball.
Beautiful.
So, and then again, if you want to switch it up, and you just it's in the sheet. You can look at it and see what I got.
Yeah, I know. I got your thing.
Okay.
That's how I get all my information. I'll take a look at it. Yep. Beautiful.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else you want to talk about?
That's it.
All right. Don't forget just to follow us on all of our social medias. Locker Room Flicks Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And that's it. That's the ball game.